is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This place simply...
Teams is a shame, full of wonderful individual talent, and we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making... all the way back, and they start again. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Goes for goal! And it's a goal!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Manchester themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Higuain is demanding it out wide. Manchester themselves a two-goal cushion.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Rudiger knocks it away, and it's been taken straight back. Juan Mata, Martial, it's Higuain. It's the through ball. Loftus-Cheek, he's left his man. Cross deflected behind for a corner. But boots it to safety, and he heaves it forward. Shaw. Oh, good ball. Rashford battling down that right flank. Rashford! Trying. That'll be the final action of the first half. We're back on the first 45 minutes.
Oh, they had their opponents reeling in that half
Time 2-0. The action has already resumed here. Keeper gets it upfield. Now it's Higuain. Real chance to break. Out to the left it goes. Kovacic.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
It's Willian! Another chance! It's a good-looking cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Yeah, it looks like...
Martial! Over.
That's just plain...
On there, it is a tough full-contact contest.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
It's Azpilicueta. Plays it out to the wing. He's got through. Striding for... It's Asa! There's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Shaw. And it's got through. Pogba receives it in a wide position. The defence can get it clear. Pogba. Pogba. Shot at goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for Shaw.
Pogba is fully aware of how
Time for a change in personnel.
well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Luis. And that's that. Decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester can certainly give themselves a pat on the back for a job well done. They have a togetherness that makes them very hard.
Once on the pitch. Although there aren't too many of the FA Cup winning Higuain in Malmo on Thursday, they all start tonight. But only 5 of this 11 began the FA Cup final in May. The most recent acquisition, Gonzalo Higuain, made his Chelsea debut in the 4th round of this competition in that win over Sheffield Wednesday. Sergio Romero, United's second-string goalkeeper, retains his place in this competition. Defender Chris Smalling plays for only the 2nd time in the first team since early December, otherwise pretty much at full strength except for the absence of both Jesse Lingard and Anthony Martial, who had muscle strains before half-time in their Champions League game last Tuesday against PSG. Their places go to 2 former Chelsea players, Juan Mata and Romelu Lukaku.
Over the top of the ball, that gets that dip and swirl on it.
There it is, parried away by Romero, back to Pedro. Goalkeeper does well again, does very well because it's not even a corner. He's held it the right side of the line from his point of view at the 2nd attempt.
Well, let's talk about the strikes as well. The first one from David Luiz was dipping and swerving, which made it difficult for the goalkeeper. Pedro did really well to keep that down with power. The goalkeeper, you said it beforehand, 96 caps. He went with his fists on that occasion. Wasn't the greatest of saves, but this one was good to grab hold of the second time with power.
Here's Marcus Alonso. Sharp turn from Hazard. Quick wits as well as quick feet. Kovacic.
He started it off by diagonally with the ball. That's what Hazard loves to do, play the ball into a centre forward or anybody that's in there, then follow his pass.
Here's Ander Herrera able to line one up, and it's carried away by Marisa Balaga.
Here's the shot from Herrera. Cuts across it, it's a nice height, as you said. It's the obvious bend on the ball. Sets himself, puts 2 hands to it. Comfortable save.
Look at that. I think Jorginho committed a foul. The United fans didn't perhaps agree with that, but here's Hazard. Smalling got a bit of the ball, which is imperative in that situation. Kovacic, Chelsea's starting to get their attacking play into the groove. Azpilicueta, Higuain! Not picked up, not on target.
There's the switch of play. Pogba's tucked in, so is Herrera. Rashford and Lukaku don't want to go all the way back, or not being asked to go all the way back, so Azpilicueta can come onto the ball, pick out that cross, which he did from Morata on many occasions over the last season and a half. Higuain making the right run. He should really get that on target.
Solskjaer knows he has the full backing of those the higher echelons of the club, should we put it like that, but of course he doesn't know whether that's going to lead to keeping the job after the end of the season. Oh, and that's Azpilicueta, Arisa Malaga rather, a back pass, just, it was almost suicidal, but Chelsea survived. Thoughts, of course, with the friends and family of Gordon Banks, the greatest goalkeepers football's ever seen. I'm not sure on the pitches that he used to play on, this kind of approach. And the player who was sent off in his last FA Cup game here has a different emotion here, the thrill of scoring the opening goal for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United.
Well, the two players I said had really difficult roles in the side today. Create the goal. The ball, Pogba and Alonso in. He should pass him on to David Luiz. They don't communicate, and suddenly Herrera's round the back, and it's a good header as well. Back across the goalkeeper. What a goal from Manchester United's point of view.
It's a little bit of a throwback for Ander Herrera, who has been more of a spoiling player really in his time at Manchester United, but actually his pedigree as a young player in Spain was as a goal-getting midfield player, goals just like that one.
Again, you have to question the defensive understanding of I'm not sure he was calm when this ball started to go over the top of his head. It was meant to be a cross. His heart would have been in his mouth there for a moment.
By Rashford. Rashford found by Pogba. Pogba arriving in the middle.
Of Chelsea, who've said it all season. If you can get in behind Alonso and down the side of David Luiz, they're not good defensive players in my view. There's a little flick on. David Luiz heads it into midfield. The recovery run from Alonso's not quick enough. The recovery run from David Luiz is straight back towards... Well, he's going straight in the straight line. He's got to get out and get the block in, and it allows Rashford to pick out. What a goal for Manchester United.
From the man who is their top scorer. Paul Pogba takes his tally to 14 for this. Pedro, Conte.
That's it. That could be it for Matic.
Romero has the final touch. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sees his team get into the quarterfinals, avenge the club's defeat to Chelsea in the...
Jorgensen's onside, and there's Tormstra coming in, and there's also Vilena, and there he is to slide the ball past David De Gea and give Feyenoord the lead. And Manchester United were completely opened up at the back. Advantage. Mata in towards Pogba. It might come to Rashford. Ball still rattling. Mata. Has been nursing a minor back complaint this week. Missed a day's training. Still Ibrahimovic, it's gone! Smuggled home by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. 3/4 of the game gone, and at last Manchester United lead. Which he does, despite the strange run-up, the finish emphatic. Yeah, great penalty from Pogba. He puts in exactly the same plate. 2-0 to Manchester United to put Fenerbahce in a double spot of bother. Lingard had to fetch it from behind him. Pogba! That's beautifully done. 3-0. the double. Of course now, Rooney's lovely layoff. Leslie's goal on his return to Old Trafford. He loves that. And Old Trafford rises to him.
Chance here to get the ball into the box. Oh, it's a brilliant goal! Sensational from Moussa Sow. Down to two contenders to take. It will be Jeroen Lens. Oh, it's absolutely sensational. De Gea caught out again as Fenerbahce double their lead. Poor performance in that match. So just why? Here's Rooney to have a hit. Oh, how about that for a finish? They do have some hope. And Wayne Rooney.
2-0 to Manchester United, and Mata, who was about Ibrahimovic, Manchester United threatening here to get more, and they're going to get more. That'll go down as an own goal, I think, for poor old Brad Jones. United don't care. They're 3 up now. Oh, Lingard here, acres of space. Oh, it is a brilliant goal off the fingertips of the goalkeeper, but Lingard scores for the second time in Europe, and he's 4 now. Is Mkhitaryan still going? Fantastic run! Oh, that's a moment of brilliance from Henrik Mkhitaryan. What a way to open your account as a Manchester. There's Paul Pogba, and Ibrahimovic is onside. And real speed. Ibrahimovic 2-0. In again. Always in the right place, always at the right time. And United now have that 3-0, Manchester United. Great penalty. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Good power on it. Mkhitaryan scores. 10 minutes of the first half remaining. And Henrik Mkhitaryan punches an away goal for Manchester United. The yellow shirts ahead of him. And here's Bukharov. Rostov on terms. Alexander Bukharov. Coming has finally arrived, and it's been. Here's Valencia and Rashford. Half save, Mkhitaryan tucks it into the net. And Manchester United have all in the tie to take 2. Still other options, one of them Mkhitaryan. Manchester United in front inside 10 minutes. Henrik Mkhitaryan has scored for 3 games in a row now. Only as far as Tielemans. Oh, he hit the crossbar to Manchester. Towards Fellaini inevitably. It's come down for Rashford. Marcus Rashford! Manchester United stay on course for Stockholm. They don't know yet whether they'll reach the final, whether Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It's Marcus Rashford. Ah! Away goal! Oh, what a goal! Brilliantly struck. It hits the goalkeeper's side. It was Fellaini! Manchester United double their aggregate lead. Marouane Fellaini unstoppable in the air at the far post. Sisto shot again. Has been coming. Turned in by Roncaglia. And one more for Celta Vigo, and they go to Stockholm. Valencia now. Terrific run by Jose Mourinho. Now Rashford. Pogba again. Was he bundled over? Referee says no. But ready to make his move. Pogba just behind it. It's Smalling's header. It's the second goal for Manchester United. And it's put in by Henrik Mkhitaryan. Into the corner. Towards Ronaldo. Dino was nervous. He down, trying to turn the ball across the face of goal, deflected and in. It was a raw... That's one of them. A starter for three for Manchester United from you-know-who, Ruud van Nistelrooy. And that's a first-class example of what I've been saying about before. Zidane, Roberto Carlos, it's Ronaldo! That may be a goal too far. Real Madrid, Salguera. Three more needed. Yes. Solskjaer. Good stop by Casillas. David Beckham is amongst the Manchester attitudes tonight. Ronaldo. Makes space for himself. Ronaldo shot. Pick that out. What a hat-trick. And what a stage on which to score it. Ronaldo has done some remarkable things in his young career. But the three for Portugal, he's offside. He worked his arm, his flank climb. That was excellent. Oh, he gave his arm up to say a thumbs up to the referee. He's onside. David Beckham. Now Ruud van Nistelrooy. Lovely clean strike. Cristiano Ronaldo's first ever goal against. In towards Didier Drogba. Now he's still in the yard across the front to goal. Balance there. Terrific save by Van der Sar. And it's Paul Scholes who heads behind. And suddenly, out of the blue, Chelsea almost equalise, really. Ronaldo's only cross. Tevez can stop by Cech. Away as far as Carrick, and a fantastic save by Petr Cech. Wonderful Manchester United instant. Essien, walk his area of the field. It'll come for Lampard and Chelsea a level. It's Frank Lampard. The hero of the semi-final. Found Ashley Cole, he's back on his feet. The drop ball goes for goal, and hits the post. Brilliant effort by the man who won the FA Cup final a year ago. He called him out there, he's got away from Hargreaves. Straight back, Michael Ballack, Frank Lampard. Very remarkable defending. Ballack yellow carded. And a red card for Didier Drogba for the slap. He looks mystified.
Not happy with Tevez.
Tevez scores for Manchester United. It's Michael Ballack. 1-1. Carrick is next. Yes. 3 taken, 3 successes. Easy. Saved it! And Van der Sar got a hand to it. But Hargreaves against Cech. Oh, just to give Chelsea match point. Oh, and Van der Sar got hands on that too. Oh, again the goalkeeper got close. Terry volunteered for an England penalty against Portugal in the Euro 2004 quarter-finals to give them the trophy. Oh! Kalou. Calmly done. Giggs screws it into the bottom corner. Anelka. Van der Sar saved it! United again! The newly crowned champions of England are the new champions of Europe. 2008 is another Manchester United vintage year. Oh, deflected and in. Manchester United score. They always score. Beckham. In towards Schmeichel. It's come for Dwight York. Cleared. Giggs with a shot. Sheringham. Name on the trophy. Teddy Sheringham with 30. Beckham. Into Sheringham. And Solskjaer has won it.
the last 13 finals. He's not old enough to remember all of them, but
Solskjaer comes in, and that's probably the only slight variation you could have from them being their strongest side. They won in December in the league. They won well here, as Alan said, and they worked really hard at closing Arsenal down. And
Fabian Barthez is back in goal after missing 2 matches with a thigh injury. That broken toe sustained playing for Argentina. Bet that pleased Fergie. Rules Veron out of midfield. Ryan Giggs, calf cleared up. Paul Scholes' groin injury passed a test. So, really, with Solskjaer playing, it's just about, Trevor, Ferguson's best team, isn't it?
Yeah, that only option would be Veron in midfield and Scholes the half and half up front. But it's a very attacking side. Solskjaer and Nistelrooy really 2 out-and-out strikers. Scholes coming from midfield, and Giggs and Beckham give him the width to supply that service to the front two.
Van Nistelrooy with 27 goals for Manchester United this season. Now, Arsenal's top scorer isn't on that caption because Thierry Henry has been left on the bench. England goal scorer Francis Jeffers plays with Wiltord up front. Dennis Bergkamp didn't even travel. Neither did Gilberto Silva, who played in China, of course, for Brazil. And I suppose, Trevor, this is all to do with the Champions League match against Ajax on Tuesday. Well, who could come on from the bench and make a difference? Forlan maybe for Manchester United. And obviously, Henry's up the sleeve of Arsene Wenger, so to speak. And it's all very tactical sometimes, the selection nowadays.
2 friendlies, so the fact that there's only a couple left, surely they can select a week where it's not going to impact whether it's FA Cup or Champions League coming up shortly, and really give the international manager the opportunity to play his best strength side throughout the 90 minutes. And as you say, next season with 4 less matches, there shouldn't be this debate that we're having at the moment.
We also just clarify that for our viewers. Trevor, 6-0.
Yeah, thanks for that.
And Arsenal have played both theirs at home, Oxford 2-0 and Farnborough. Of course, that should have been away, but we all know what happened. It was played at Highbury, and Farnborough were duly beaten 5-1, so there you go. And the 6th round draw will be on Monday lunchtime. We have another live match for you tomorrow night, of course, as Gary mentioned. But here's Jeff Winter, who, with a smile on his face, told me he's just been to Dubai for 10 days for a break with his wife, and that's why he's looking so tan. This live 5th round cup tie at Old Trafford, and straight away Lauren for Arsenal in the right back position wins against the challenge. Well, they tried to take it quickly, and Winter told them to put it back where it was.
Just seen just lining up to defend this kick. Giggs actually is going to start, it looks, through the middle with Van Nistelrooy, and Solskjaer's just lining up on the left-hand side of midfield. So, that's a slight variation to what we thought.
Well, they do play lots of mind games, Ferguson and Wenger, and I thought maybe one of them would have a surprise up his sleeve for the other. And certainly the way it started, as Trevor says, Solskjaer's playing what should we say?
Yeah, a bit late. Paul Scholes he was in the end who came through. He didn't quite follow through. Vieira felt the contact and probably then rode it round, so probably looked a bit worse. But there'll probably be 1 or 2 feisty ones early on.
I don't think tackling's quite the strongest part of Paul Scholes' game, but there are many other aspects to it which have made him one of the most admired footballers in the country. There's Francis Jeffers,
and he's running off the ball. He's been in the wilderness, what with injuries and so forth, for a year or 2. I think this is probably his biggest game since joining Arsenal, because he's coming into the game in form. It's a big match. He's not coming into a secondary game, which sometimes he is introduced. So let's see if he can actually perform on this level now.
Yeah, it's a decent test for the former Everton player who missed most of his first season at Highbury with injury. Now there's a throw-in for Arsenal. Lauren. Carla gets beaten to it. It's retrieved, though, by Sylvain Wiltord, who scored the goal here that clinched the double at the end of last season. Now, here's Van Nistelrooy, a man in form. He's up against Martin Keown. And the near post... Jeff Winter hands behind his back.
Campbell goes right through Solskjaer. That aggravates everyone. And Scholes already, remember, had the tackle on Vieira early on, followed it up with a second challenge himself. So let's see whether Jeff Winter pulls up on Campbell or Scholes.
I was just saying, no Manchester United player actually appealed for a penalty. The crowd did. Paul's going to get...
But look, I'm around.
Neil Barry is the 4th official who Sir Alex Ferguson exchanged words with there on the touchline. Back on the pitch, it's Gary Neville. Of course, a lot of cards have been shown in matches between the clubs. Oh, this is getting nasty again now. Martin Keown has gone down. Thick of it, they're surrounding him, they're pushing him, and there's real trouble here for Jeff Winter.
He's got to pick up a card of some sort, Mr. Roy, for the challenge on Keown.
The right, as I said, these two did have this confrontation before Christmas, and it's obviously played on Van Nistelrooy's mind. He went for Keown early on, and he, like Scholes, is in the book. Now then, you want a bit of excitement? 4 minutes gone, Trevor.
Well, it'd be nice for somebody to kick the ball now and again at the moment, but he went for Keown. He didn't make a lot of contact, he sort of bundled him over, and I think that was probably why he ended up with just a yellow card.
The two captains have been called such tense and titanic battles in the past. Well, these two of the two captains are actually two of the biggest competitors.
I was laughing there because I thought, well, those are a good pair to actually say calm down, because at the moment they're two who haven't got involved and usually are.
Well, Scholes and Van Nistelrooy are now treading the proverbial line, aren't they, after only 5 minutes play? Now, don't tell me the FA Cup doesn't matter anymore. Here's Lauren. Oh, Van Nistelrooy's left Lauren on the ground. Now, if the referee saw that, Jeff Winter's got to play on twice. And Lauren's writhing on the pitch as Solskjaer tries to get Giggs away. And we are in for a real humdinger here.
Catch Lauren, and that's why he stays down. He's still on the floor getting treatment now. I myself don't think that was another yellow card.
Well, it would have been a red, of course, had it been, to follow for Van Nistelrooy. I must admit, I thought a bit like you that Lauren made a lot of that, but he is still on the ground, and Gary Lewin, the physio, doesn't usually leave them lying there unless there's work to be done. Arsene Wenger must surely take a hand here and say, just keep your heads, look at this.
I just don't see the arm or the forearm come away from the body as if he's deliberately doing it.
Trevor, I think there's another incident here. Vieira's being led back to the referee by Seaman. This, I think, is dissent. The yellow card has been taken out again. There was a long conversation. Yes, it's a warning. It's another yellow. There was a long conversation, and it's still going on. He would be well advised. I know that the captain's allowed to speak, but he's already had one conversation with Jeff Winter. Then Vieira went back not once but twice and has been booked.
And we did mention that he was chatting to the two captains to calm it down, and they're very competitive, and then within 2 minutes the captain
Heading that way.
There's certainly not been any bit of footballing incident up to now, because we've been too busy talking about the exchanges and yellow cards.
Yep. Neville looking for Van Nistelrooy. Sol Campbell across. Edu challenged by Ben. That's Vic. Giggs trying to flick it on. Wiltord. Sylvester's kicked the ball away there. Disputing the verdict of the assistant referee, no doubt. Parler, back to Lauren. Vieira. And now Jeppers. Oh, it's running on for Perez. Chance for Arsenal. The back heel will find Ashley. Football court, so to speak. Here's Vieira. Keane finds Van Nistelrooy. David Beckham central here. Van Nistelrooy, nobody right. Still Beckham. Sol Campbell strong. Wiltord looking for Parler. Jeppers in the middle. Tackled by Sylvester. Flags up for a free kick to Manchester United, I think.
Some great exchanges here. This will certainly Sylvester goes in with Parler. They get up, and you got to see Roy Keane's coming as the third man. Look at those two battling away. Roy Keane comes in and says, let me get involved as well and make a challenge. Certainly, it is as competitive an opening little spell as I've seen all season.
Ferguson did say, didn't he, that the winners of this will be in pole position to win the FA Cup at Cardiff in May, and they're playing as if they really mean it. Van Nistelrooy, Giggs. Oh, he's laid it to Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer, who's hit the post. I think Seaman actually had the post covered. Good move, though.
Well, it suddenly got 2 against 1, didn't they? And Nistelrooy got the ball, and Lauren doesn't know whether to go wide. Just a little bit short, which means it just took its time. And then Solskjaer had to drag it a little bit away from Lauren, and that took it then to the near post. I think David Seaman, to be honest, would have been beaten with the power, but it came back off that foot on the post.
Yeah, we'll never know, will we? But anyway... I don't think Gary Neville really wanted that from Keenan there, but still, he's got it away. So have Arsenal, and he's gone down, challenged by Ashley Cole. There was a red card for Keane in that semi-final replay when Giggs scored his wonder goal. Manchester United, not for the first time, went through with 10 men. Here's Wes Brown. Speed. Jeffers, Edu, Cole. Perez is central at the moment. This is Wiltorn. Passing exercise by Arsenal for the moment. Until Ashley Cole starts to move forward, looking for Jeffers. Lauren.
Guffed it a bit, didn't get the venom that was needed to beat Barthez.
That was a decent flick by Giggs. Can Beckham keep it in? No. Ferdinand will be wanting to put behind him the memory of that second goal. Get a red card or an injury, of course. Neville will take the throw for Manchester United. If you hear a song booming out around the ground, it's the new Manchester United version of Take Me Home Country Road. Solskjaer. Giggs. Foul by Vieira, was it? No. Jeff Winter shook his head. Arsenal is up to the referee straight away to ask why he wasn't given one just a moment or two ago.
I thought that was a good decision, and there you just see Jefferson backheeled it there, and certainly Edu got there just before Brown, and then was brought down. I think Jeff Winter got both exactly right.
I think Jeff Winter's made a good start here in a game that's not going to be easy to handle. Edu has put the ball down. Perez is there as well. I think the Brazilian might be... And it was Edu, and it came off Paul Scholes, actually, and landed on the roof of the net for a corner.
That was the only way he was going to threaten the goal, because it wasn't particularly well hit. You see a little flick out of the leg there, and that loops it up, which could have made it difficult, and Barthez just watched it go over.
Don't think Edu was ever going to do a Ronaldinho there, do you? Anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal, and again, they've got a line of three. Keown to flick on, Vieira on the line, Jeffers behind him. But the first head was David Beckham's, and actually I think it was the second as well. It's a corner.
Surprised Barthez come all the way out there to try and get over David Beckham. It was right on the end of the 6-yard box. It's not particularly dangerous because Beckham had cut out the first header.
Next time. Perez. get the flick on this time, but corner number 4, it's on the Manchester United head.
Yeah, David Beckham again. He covers the near post that time. Again, just skimmed off the top of his head and cleared everyone.
They don't mind who just...
Break before that.
Not so far away. David Seaman will know all about this.
He's got to give it a go, I think.
Got to give it a go. Beckham. Was a touch on there. And Seaman touching almost underneath the bar. It was Silvestre who got up first. Well, 20 minutes gone at Old Trafford. If you joined us late, you can see there's no score in the centre that you might expect. And he's found Wiltord. And Jeffers has made a run to the far side. And Wiltord gets the cross in, and Manchester United defending again with a little bit of desperation.
Just a bit of the quality of some of the attacking play beginning to come through now. The attack from Solskjaer just now that was cleared. Nistelrooy had a chance, and then a great break by Pires and Wiltord just at the other end.
Almost like a... Well, it's obviously a bit further in from the corner flag, but Edu looking for a position in the middle with Campbell. Keown's there as well. And again, the delivery doesn't really favour the players in the centre until Edu. This is Perez. And now it's Wiltord. Again, the back heel was meant for Parlour. Didn't go there, it went to Roy Keane. Van Nistelrooy trying to flick it on. Edu for Arsenal. Taking shape now, this cup tie. Forward by Campbell to Vieira. Foul by Brown.
The lads in the studio were saying beforehand there's not much to choose between these teams normally, and it is absolutely even Steven at the moment. After a really frantic opening, they're both now probing away. They had a couple of half open free kicks like this. Still nobody quite conjuring up that clear-cut opening.
Perez and Wiltord round the ball. Edu to their right. Is he going to just lock this up for Wiltord to volley?
Looks like it.
Well, halfway through the first half, and as Trevor said, you wouldn't want to separate them up to now. Cole. Is Perez playing a bit further in to give Cole the freedom of that left?
The playmaker, you can see him now just in front of the front two, look in the centre circle. That is the way they play, and Parlour will give them the width on this right-hand side.
This is Jeffers with Brown. And the England defender against the England forward. Now then, Lauren. Well, in fact, Sylvain Wiltord had taken up the left side position here. Cole. Still Wiltord. This pitch has been relayed on numerous occasions, including just recently again, Trevor, but it looks like a good playing surface.
Oh, the pitch is excellent now. As I say, don't know how long it lasts on each occasion, but certainly for this game, and I looked at it earlier, it was absolutely perfect. So nothing wrong with the pitch, and the game has settled down after that opening 10 minutes. And good quality football, some strong defending, probing away. Wenger, I'm sure, was pleased at that because you saw him after about 10 minutes just saying to his players, look, let's call this.
Well, somebody had to. That's Neville to Beckham. In towards Van Nistelrooy. Campbell is the defender. Solskjaer, miscue. Poor defending by Campbell. Plenty forward here for Manchester United. Still Paul Scholes. On that occasion, very good defending by Campbell.
Now against 4 here.
Yeah, it is. They've got an outnumbered position here, Arsenal. If they play it right, this is Vieira. He's got Lauren. 3 the other way. It's Lawrence cross, will toward up, but no, Nistelrooy, the match stayed down, and Martin Keown makes the first challenge, Sol Campbell makes the second, and Van Nistelrooy is crowded out.
Well, he did well at this stage. He had just drifted offside, but he got the way to play on and then just didn't quite capitalise on it, as you can see. Just knocked it a little bit too far, and Keown did well. Look at that hand come out just to try and make it difficult for Van Nistelrooy.
Well, it was Martin Keown whose arm was up looking for an offside originally, didn't get it, and it was his arm that was up there, just nudging Van Nistelrooy as the second challenge came in from Campbell. It's quite gripping, but it needs a goal. 27 minutes gone. Ferdinand. This is Giggs away from Eden, but not away from Cole. Van Nistelrooy, now then Beckham wants it. Solskjaer's in the centre here, but comfortably for David Seaman. Keane. Beckham threw the ball into Neville. Down Perez, and that surely is going to be a yellow card, number 4.
Bit unlucky, Roy Keane, because he got caught out when the ball played back to him. Probably didn't get a shout, and he turned into Jeffers, lost possession, and then...
Now Jeffers in attack. Solskjaer. Wiltord, 180 degrees. Parla.
Di tim master. Ada kita tim masternya nih.
I'm not allowed to write my story.
Well, that literally wasn't a goal. That has to be one of the most glaring misses of Ryan Giggs' career. How did he put that over the bar? A horrendous error by Martin Keown. Seaman